Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by for yet another video. I do appreciate that, and as always I appreciate you. So we're over here at the Watchers again, and we come across this one here. It says widespread riverine flooding hits Trinidad and Tobago, heavy rain to last for days. Now you can see just how deep some of these waters are. And it goes on to say that the Trinidad and it says heavy rain that started Wednesday, October 18th, caused major floods in parts of Trinidad and Tobago, leaving numerous submerged homes, roads, and farms, and thousands of marooned citizens. The threat for moderate to heavy showers, additional flooding, and landslides will continue across the country over the weekend and into the next week. It says that the Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Service is maintaining the riverine flood alert for Trinidad due to rainfall activity associated with the Intertropical Convergence Zone over the last 48 hours. Met Office said in a bulletin issued today. As opposed to the street and flash flooding, riverine flooding is more prolonged and widespread, it said. It also says that reports of Water Resources Agency indicated that the water levels in some of the nation's major rivers, as well as their tributaries, have reached threshold levels, including the Caroni River. Citizens in general, and those residing in the Caroni River Basin in particular, are asked to be on alert for high river levels and overspill in some areas. All necessary measures must be taken to preserve life and property. It says we strongly underscore that Trinidad and Tobago is not under any tropical storm threat, watch, or warning at this time, the bulletin said. However, the crops and livestock were lost, and residents in all four corners of the country were left leaning up mud left by floodwaters, as Thursday, October 19, Trinidad and Tobago Newsdays reported. I believe it should be a typo. It should say cleaning. That's what threw me off. It says the rain continued into Friday, causing damaging widespread flooding. It says while schools across Trinidad have not been officially canceled, the Minister of Education says that parents and principals need to take a look at flooding in their areas to determine whether the students should attend their respective schools. Now here you can see some of the pictures. I mean, it's pretty high in some areas. But then in other areas you see it's just some light flooding, but it's supposed to get worse, I guess, according to what they said. And here's some more pictures of some of the flooding here. Now it says aerial footage of the flooding. This is okay, so let's take a look at this video real quick to see, I mean, you could see it's up to almost the guy's knees right there in that area. So, I mean, I guess it's not as bad as it could be, thankfully, but my thoughts and prayers still go out to everyone that's been affected by these floods. But from what we just read, it's possibly supposed to get worse and last longer than a normal flash flood. I don't know, so I'll have to keep up to date on that for sure. But I see this guy's using his drone. That was who was standing in the water, I'm assuming. But you can see that the flooding it's pretty decent in some areas. I mean, was up almost his knees, and I don't know if this is someone here being rescued or they're just what's going on there. But I mean, I think you can really, get the gist of just, it's not as bad as it could be, thankfully, but it's still, bad enough. And I'm assuming different areas were hit harder. Now here's another one. Now this is area footage of the, let's see here. Well, this is the river as it breaks the banks. It says the Orpunchi River. I don't know if Oropunchi. I don't know. I definitely did not pronounce that right, but as you can see, as this river breaks its banks here, the flooding that's beginning to occur. So, although it's not as bad as it could be, it's still Now look in this area though, it's decently deep here. Yeah, let's see. Here's some. Oh, here's another one of the flooding. See what's going on here. Now, I mean, I get this is, the water's not that deep, and this guy's got a large truck, but at the same time, um, you should really never, yeah, the city, I get it, though, the water, that situation's not that bad, but I would never suggest to anyone driving through any flood water at all. I mean, you're taking a risk. Now again, here's another picture. It looks like for the most part in a lot of areas, it's about ankle deep to knee deep. Still enough to affect crops and people and put people out of their homes and whatnot. So I'm not taking away from that by any means. Now here you can see a full list of different areas and exactly how much they got. Some areas got 7 inches, 6 inches, almost 7 inches, 6 inches. So it looks like it ranges from anywhere from over about 1.5 inches up to 7 inches in most areas. But again, it says here, let's go on, let's see if there's any more updates. It don't look like there's any more real relevant information to pass on right now. As you can see, it's not as bad as it could be, but on the beginning of the article it says it's going to be longer lasting and more widespread flooding. So this might be an ongoing thing. So again, my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that's already been affected by these floods, and hopefully they get some relief here soon. But I'll definitely bring you some updates as they come in. So again, thanks for supporting the channel and watching the videos. I do appreciate you. I hope you have a great day. Peace.